How you doing? I'm Trent Sanderson. You're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. So I got a cool topic that I want to talk to you about, and it's about sex. Yeah, I said 10 tips to help you have the best sex ever, or whatever that title is up there. But anyway, I want to talk to you about some real serious stuff about sex. I'm 28 years old. I'm a millennial. And y'all, I just really started to really understand what sex was like yesterday. Like seriously. And I'm gonna admit, yeah. I don't know if you do it and you admit, but I have sex. I have sex. Is it always right? No. Is it always the greatest? I don't think so. And sometimes is it always the best? I'll let you answer that. What you get down like? What is it like with you? Speak up, let your voice be heard. Oh, I know you ain't gonna leave no comment on that. But anyway, so as you seen the thumbnail where I did like this, you probably was like, oh, this is some nasty, evil, sexual content video where he's just talking about having sex or whatever. But no, what I'm about to talk about is real sex, man. Okay, when we were growing up as kids, we didn't think that sex would be the way it is now. How old are you? I'm pretty sure you're above 20, right? Okay, so I'm assuming that you're not a virgin. I don't know. I might be wrong. If you're a virgin, please go ask your parents, do you supposed to be watching this video? But anyway, yeah. Nowadays, man, I just realized a lot about sex. And like I said, when I was young, I didn't realize that, like clapping, like that was sex for me, like clapping. Like, and some other friends I was talking to who I knew was getting down, they were getting down, like literally getting down, like more than me. They was really dancing, like, and I was just looking at them like, they was coming to school, they was looking good, they had these attitudes, and I could see the girls walking up and down the hall. I remember it in my head like yesterday, the girls walking up and down the hall, man, they just already, like, they ain't even like 11 years old yet, and they already like walking down the hall, just swishing and all that. And I'm like, what is this about? Like, what is this about? Kissing in the courtyard in high school. I'm like, oh man, I was such a lame in high school. And like I said, eventually I got around to the point where I started to like have fun. Like I started to literally have fun. And like I said, I thought it was all about just, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And so like, that's what I thought sex was about, and I was, in college after a while, and I was just I had really heightened it to a higher degree. I was really clapping. It was like, it reminded me when I was in church, just trying to play along, with everybody else and stuff like that. Just trying to be with the crowd, just trying to look good in front of my homeboys and just make sure that I keep clapping. Just make sure that I keep clapping. And I was clapping. Boy, I was clapping, let me tell you. And so eventually I got to a point I was like, I'm doing all this clapping, but it's not really helping me. It's not helping me, substance wise. It's not feeding my brain. I find myself losing out on relationships, with females that I had really liked, and I done a lot of females wrong. And I regret that. I totally regret the fact that I didn't realize, that I was not having the best sex ever. And we're adults. We could talk about this, right? Okay, you're still watching the video. I believe that we can talk about this, right? But anyway, let's be grown here. But I didn't realize that I was not having the best sex ever. And I thought that I was doing something that made me cool. It made me feel complete, fulfilled. And I know some guys that are still out there doing this, and they're even older than me, and they still feel like it's all about just, going out and just clapping. Like, it's just all about every day. It's all about going out clapping. Oh my God, if I don't clap today, then I'm not going to feel good. I'm not going to be able to breathe right. I'm not going to be able to talk right. I don't feel myself right. I don't look good. I have to clap every day. I know some guys like that, ladies. I do. I know guys like that are like twice my age. And so I asked myself, I'm like, what is this about? What is this about? Like, why are they like that? And I'm thinking about sex in a totally different paradigm nowadays. And so I eventually got to a point like, now and like yesterday, where I just started to realize, you know what, this is important. You know, having sex with somebody is important. That's why I'm gonna make a video on like how to break soul ties, because this is some really serious stuff, man. Like, I'm really coming into the age, or I don't even know age even matters nowadays, because you got like older people dating the younger people, and the younger people want to date the older people, and it's like everything is all distorted, and it's like age is nothing but a number. You know that, right? Okay, but anyway, like, you know, I'm just now starting to realize, you know, this is really serious business. Like, you can have sex with somebody and it'd be one time. And they get hooked. They get hooked like that. Like, it could be a guy. Like, you give a guy good sex or whatever, and he just like gets hooked and he won't leave you alone. What is the cause of that? Yeah, you might look at it on a physical level and be like, I go to the beach, and then you know what it's like at the beach. There's a lot of water over there at the beach, and it's the waves. The waves is really wet out there, and so I understand that perspective. But have you ever thought about it from a much deeper perspective? What is it about you that gets these guys so hooked to you to the point that you can't even like beat them off? Like, you can't even, put the glass window up. You can't even separate yourself from them because they start to text you crazy. They start calling you like crazy. Oh my God, they want to come over again. Because they whatever, they want to come to your house. They want to come sit on your couch and stuff like that. And so it's like, what is it about you other than your physical attributes that keeps these guys, wanting to have sex with you, wanting to like be with you? Is it a soul tie? Do they get a soul tie immediately? And same thing with men. You probably the type of guy, after the first time, you don't kill the game. You don't kill the game, man. Like, you done literally like married the girl all in one night. You done literally married the girl all in one night, and now she is like, hey, how you doing? I was just want to know what you're doing today. Hey, are you busy? Hey, what's up? Good morning. You wake up to good morning. Again, and again, and again. Girl, I was just with you for one night. Just one night. Hey, what are you doing after work? Oh, you want to come back over again and go to the ocean again. Okay, I understand. So, we have to come to a realization here to say to ourselves, what is causing this on a much deeper level? What is the best sex ever? Well, guys, I'm gonna tell you straight up now. This is when I get into the real metaphysical stuff. Make sure you subscribe, and make sure you speak up and let your voice be heard at the very bottom. Leave a comment on what you think about what is the best sex ever to you. What is the best sex ever? Is it really physical attributes and you just hyming and grinding and stuff like that all night? Or is the best sex ever this? Now, sex, what I'm coming to realize about sex is that it's very spiritual. It is very, 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 very spiritual. It's very, very, very emotional. It's like you're having a physical interaction with that person at the same time, a mental interaction, emotional interaction, a spiritual interaction. You're having all of the interactions that you can have with that person in one bed. And it's deep, and it's deep. It goes deep, right? It goes deep, right? And it goes back, and then it gets deeper again. Like, it just gets deeper and deeper. And then it's like supposed to be for some guys and some women like the best high ever. But I know that, sex is not all that, for me. I know that you can get a high just being in nature, and feeling the breeze, run through your hair and stuff, and laying out and looking at the stars on a starry night. Like, it's so much highs you can get in life, than just sex. But a lot of people think otherwise, because nowadays, sex is like at an all-time high. And so, this spiritual sex that we're having, and we don't realize that this is a spiritual connection that's going on, man. The reason why a lot of people get so enticed with sex is because most people are just really, really passionate and romantic. Like, I know a lot of passionate and romantic women who, if they have sex, then they want to be with you. Like, they want to marry you, they want to be with you. They instantly just want to be with you. And then I know some women that if they have sex, they like, Okay, anyway, but yeah, just I'll come back over. Anyway, girl, what you doing? I'm coming over there to hang with you and we going out tonight. Yeah, and the guy sitting in the background like, how dare you? How dare you? How dare you just be able to just take it and just leave me like that? I know some girls like that. I know some girls that literally like that. You know, and I know some men who is like, they go crazy dwelling on the fact that, you know, Bomb Chica got a bomb ocean. Like, I can't, bruh, let me tell you, bruh. What, bruh, I can't do nothing today. I can't do nothing today. I got, man, let me call her, see what she's doing right now, man. Goddamn. Hey, she ain't even answer the phone, man. Oh, man, I can't go today. I can't go to work, man. You know, and so, you know, sex is really serious for a lot of people, but it's a spiritual, because it's a spiritual connection. It's a spiritual connection. So when you get to the point where you probably done had sex with different type of men, you know, at least 2 or 3 different types of men. Same thing with you, men out there. If you got to the point where you know, I know how y'all is, you done had sex with, you know, whatever, you know, you get to a point, you should get to a point where you start maturing in your sex life to want to achieve the feeling of having the best sex ever. And the only way that you're gonna experience that if you start to realize and awaken to the fact that this is a spiritual happening. Like, this is a spiritual thing. And so you get cautious of who you start to mess with. You know, you get cautious of the people that you choose to have sex with and sleep with. Like, you start to get cautious, like, nah, I can't. Nah, I mean, bro, I like her, but nah. And your boys be like, man, she bad, man, she bad. Boy, she look good. Boy, she look good. You know, and your girlfriend, you know how they is. Girl, he got a car. Yeah, he got a red car, a Lamborghini. Oh my God, he ain't no hoopty girl. You better go ahead. You know, tell him how you doing. You know what I'm saying? You know, give Wendy Williams something to talk about. But anyway, you get to a point where in your sex life you start to mature and start to, now I can't sleep with her, or I can't sleep with him because I know they're gonna act crazy. You get to a spiritual understanding because you done had sex before of the people that you've had in the past and what has happened due to your best sex ever. You've given some people your best sex ever to the point that it's probably threatened your life, or it's probably went against you, you know, or made you feel upset afterwards, you know, or you probably caught something, you know, got like a little small sexually transmitted disease and had to go to the doctor and get it taken care of and go get a prescription and stuff like that. And so you get to a point where you like, you know what, I gotta make sure that I'm giving my best sex ever to the right person. And so this is what this is all about, you know, because you start to get to a understanding of who you're supposed to be with, because this helps you understand who you're supposed to be with, because sex ain't everything. Once you're done with sex, what Lil Wayne say? I can't say what Lil Wayne say on camera, it's too explicit, but anyway, once you're done with sex and it's over, you know, that moment is over, you're like, you gonna pay my bills? You got some money to pay my bills? My bills are still due. Yeah, like for real. You start to realize, oh man, I gotta go to work. I gotta pay them bills. You know, she over there laying in the bed or whatever. You like, huh? Who did what? Oh, I gotta go to work. I gotta get this money, girl. So, you know, you get to a point where you're like, you know what, man, that's, you know, and then you do it all over again. You repeat the cycle, and you know, you call the next person or whatever, but you don't call them as fast no more because, like I said, you're trying to realize, well, you're trying to discover who is the best person to have sex with, the best sex ever. And so this is how the best sex ever comes into play, because you mature in your sex life. You know, you mature in your sex life and you start to only want people with traits and attributes and characteristics that are similar to yours. Now I know I'm turning something negative into positive. That's what I'm doing, because I know most of us have sex. Most of us have sex, and most of us men out there have sex, and we never can't figure out who we should be with. I know men, it's like, nah, I ain't never get married. I know men, it's like, nah, I don't care about these woes. I don't care about these woes, you know, and I don't care. Like, I'm just gonna continue to have my fun and do me. But truly deep down inside, heart wise, that's the wrong way to think about you know, relationships, because we're relational beings, and a male has to have a female, you know, in order to feel 100% complete. But you might say otherwise. I mean, come on. I mean, you know you do. I know you do. But you know, biologically, scientifically, you know, we have other halves. You know, what is it called? Soul twins, twin souls, or whatever. Twin flames. Yeah, that's the word. Twin flames. And so the truth of it is that, okay, if we didn't want to be with any woman, man, if we don't want to be with any woman, why is it that we always need to have sex with them if we don't need them? Because what that feeling that they're giving us is something that help us feel complete. And it's the same thing with women. No matter how many times you've been done wrong over and over and over and over again, how many times guys have had sex with you and just left you or whatever, you still continue to do the same thing. Even though you say, you know, I'm gonna be celibate, I ain't doing it no more. You still find yourself with Ray, another Ray. And you're like, girl, I'm gonna give him a chance. Yeah, I'm gonna give him a chance, girl. He different. Hey, girl, leave me alone. He different from everybody else. And so, you know, you just get to a point where it's like, you know, you're gonna keep doing it. It's a cycle. But I just want you to be smarter in who you have the best sex ever with, you know. And so this is what this video is all about. I want you to be more intuitive. I want you to be more intelligent, you know, when it comes down to having sex with people. And I want you to be more understanding about, you know, who you're about to have sex with. Make sure that you feel their energy first. Make sure that their energy and their vibrations, you know, match yours. Don't just be so quick to jump into bed because y'all both been sipping and drinking alcohol and stuff like that. Feel the person out. Feel the person out at least for like an hour or two. I mean, come on. The least we can do here, folks. We're all grown. But we have to get to a point, Rim Teamers, where we actually feel out people and we have a level of understanding before we decide to have intercourse with the next person, because it's a lot of things going around out here nowadays. I hear, and you hear the same thing. And so it's very important that we, you know, maintain, you know, understanding of who we having sex with on a spiritual level. You know, sometimes you can get the answers just by looking at the girl or by looking at the man. You know, your intuition tells you, yeah, he's for us. Or your intuition tells you, no, he's not for us. But your ego be like, nah, don't listen to the intuition. Go get him. He look like he got some money. And there you go. You find yourself with somebody who you have a soul tie with, who don't even want to be with you, who just wanted you for what you got, you know, your ocean. And so I'm just saying this to be remind you of, like, you know, people that you have sex with, guys. Oh yeah, by the way, before we end this video, if you are a single person, please, and I'm telling this to most of you women, but I'm telling this to the guys too. If you are single, please make sure that you have sex with one person at a time. If you choose to have sex, and that's your private business. I mean, I'm not a part of your private business and what you do behind your closed doors in your bedroom. But if you are single and you're deciding to have sex with people that you date and stuff like that, make sure that you have sex with one person at a time, man. Because I know people that have sex with like 3 or 4 people at a time, and then she don't even know who her baby daddy is. So you don't want, I mean, you know, that's cool because she gets a lot of men. I mean, she got it like that. You know, she got it like that. They be coming after her like, they be going to get her because she's so bad. You know, and everybody already knows she look good. But what I'm saying is, the smarter thing to do is to know who you having sex with before you start to have sex with other people. Give one person a chance that you're having sex with at that moment, because that might be the person that God wants you to be with. That might be the person that, you know, is for you. But you'll never know that if you have like 8 different personalities that you're having sex with at the same time. Then you get distorted, you get thrown off of your rocker. When you get done having sex, you like forget them or forget her, forget him, and then you back in your corner all lonely again on a lonely night, like, I don't got nobody to talk to. Don't nobody love me. Let me go to dating site. Let me see if I can find somebody else. Like, you find yourself in that same old cycle again. So dumb it down to just, you know, one person at a time if you are single. So that way you can see through the veil that is like right before you, the person that you're talking to, the person that you're sleeping with. And so you can have the best sex ever. Okay, just take your time, folks. Be safe. I hope this message resonated with you. I'm trying to send this enough the infamous Living Room Network, real topics, 24 hours, every 24 hours. Make sure you like this video. If you really like this video, you appreciate this video, I would appreciate it if you press the like button. Oh, and subscribe.